Despite all the fear and FUD that's being thrown around with such headlines in different articles of the S&P 500 slowing down and only giving a 7% in the second half of the year, and that July will probably be choppy, quote unquote, it does not stop the S&P 500 from continuing to roar and soar. So I'm here to tell you guys, whether there's choppiness or not, opportunities will continue to present themselves. And a lot of investors know me as a chart analysis guy. That's what I usually do here, but I'm trying something new. And if I see you guys actually find value in it, and if you like this video, comment down below that you want more videos like these, smash the like button, and it'll let me know to do more content like this. So I'm here to share with you guys the opportunities I'm watching and I'm adding money to now. And just to give you guys a heads up, my strategy is one that does not make sense to the crowd, but it makes sense because of the charts. And that's why I always have said you want to learn charts before anything, because the charts give you the answers that the crowd sometimes does not see or understand or is actually fearing. So I'm going to share with you guys the stocks that I'm watching now and why I'm adding money to them. And we're going to see how they play out over time. But I'm also going to share with you guys stocks that I've mentioned over at the Patreon back in May 4th, when it did not make sense to buy any of these stocks or even watch these stocks, and where they're at now. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the stocks I mentioned this morning and how they performed. I actually found 2 home run opportunities over at the Discord, and if that's something you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together to maximize profits and minimize losses through the volatility of the market, making their own rational decisions as investors. Now, XELA, I talked about it since yesterday. It hit lows of like about 127 and shot up to almost $2 and some change today, giving a 40% plus opportunity from yesterday to today. Now, CUEN, talked about it this morning. It's the first to implement the world's first shared Wi-Fi 6 network with WaveMax. This is huge. This was one of our largest home runs of the day. POAI gave us 10% opportunities, and ASTS gave us a home run opportunity as well, receiving a price target upgrade by Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank is huge. They don't just stick their head out like that for nobody. So here is the move of CUEN. When I was mentioning it and watching it, highest point of 80% plus, a home run for the day. And then we had a highest point possibility with ASTS. When I mentioned it in the pre-market, jumped up, pulled back of 30% plus. If that's something that interests you and you want to know what stocks I watch daily, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below to the Discord. So here we are with the stocks I was watching in May 4th. We're going to look at these stocks together: AMD, Butterfly Network, and PaySafe. Okay, these were the numbers where they were at when I mentioned them. And that week, they actually went into further weakness. Literally, that week and about a week and a half later, they hit their most recent lows and have jumped up several percentages since then. So this reached almost $72. We talked about Butterfly Network. This reached close to $9. And we talked about PaySafe, and this reached close to $10 as well, $9 close around that area as well. So let's look at these charts when we mentioned them May 4th, and we're going to see where they're at today. So PaySafe, okay, back in May 4th, this was May 4th, going into the week here, talked about it, hit highs here of $13, almost $14 May 10th, and pull right back down the next week after that, all the way down to almost $10. And from that point forward, it's hit a 20 to 30% high. Now, Butterfly Network, we talked about it as well, hit lows here of about $9. And it just doesn't make sense to look at these stocks at this point. They're just a falling knife, right, in the eyes of a lot of investors. But these were the best moments to start watching them, because just a few days later, about a week later, they hit the lows here of $9. And this is my strategy. I start buying in once it makes sense, and I average down until I feel comfortable, and then I ride it back up as I see momentum building up. And this hit a high here of $15 and some change, 50% up from those lows. And AMD is going to be the most spectacular one on the graph just by the looks of it, because we caught this one back here May 4th at $73, I believe it was. Oh, 78, excuse me. and it was actually jumping up, pulled back down to 76, jumped up again. It was a very volatile time, and it pulled back to the lows here of $72 and some change. I do remember that. That's why I was thinking about 73, 70, 90, $73 around this area. And from that point forward, it has taken off $20. So if you do the math there, this stock is up since those lows, and since I mentioned it when it didn't even make sense to watch that stock, right? And I showed the analysis price targets and all the different information why I thought it was an opportunity, and this has gone up 20 to 30% since then. So that's the great part of knowing the stocks I'm watching, and I'm here to share with you guys the stocks I'm watching now, why I'm watching them here on YouTube. But if you want to get live updates on these stocks when I've mentioned them before on the Patreon, you can join us over at the Patreon and Discord. The links are down below. So the first stock that I'm adding money to is VIPS. Okay, talked about it as it was going down at the $17 mark. It actually was pulling back. We talked about it, 18 pulling back, consolidated, and it gave us a nice run to $20 and some change, got rejected and pulled back to the 18s, and it's running up again. I've talked about it here on the YouTube as well. When it hit these highs, I was looking for it to come back and consolidate, did that, and it's running again. This is a stock that even months from now, there's potential for this to go up anywhere from, in my opinion, based off of analysis ratings, anywhere from 10 to 30% from where it sits currently. And if it pulls back, the opportunities are becoming even larger. Now, another stock that I'm actually watching, and this is a lot more speculative, is Up Health. Okay, this is a stock that just continues to pull downwards. It's hit lows here of 660, 662. The lower it goes, the bigger the speculation and opportunity. I'm watching it because it's just been plummeting down, and it's below SPAC merger pricing, right? Giga Capital 2 is what this SPAC was before it became UPH. Definitely do research on this stock and this company. It is speculative. The lower it goes, the bigger the opportunity. And if it consolidates and shows strength within this area, it is something that I'm watching for. And even if it just gives me a small jump of anywhere from 10 to 20%, me personally, I will take it. I won't really look for 100% return or something crazy like that. I'm just going to be looking for a small jump of an opportunity. Now, it has been going in a downward direction, and this is a great time to watch it, do research on it, and like I said, it sometimes doesn't make sense, the stocks I'm watching, but they make sense after months and days have gone by. Now, another stock that I'm watching that actually already ran since I watched it, but it's pulling back again and it's becoming interesting, is Car Lots. Okay, this is a stock that had actually pulled back pretty big, hit lows here of actually $4 and some change. That's when I talked about it, jumped up, and we caught it at these levels, and it actually ran to highs of $8 and some change, nearly doubling. This gave about a 70 to 80% jump since we talked about it. It's pulled back down. It's recently give lows of $5, and if this goes any lower or consolidates within this area, the opportunity is becoming even larger. If you look up analysis ratings, it'll tell you everything, and the company is expanding, and there is a lot of growth potential. Now, the stock is not profitable just yet, but they are expanding and growing, and the opportunity is there, especially in the car market. It is something to be aware of, and it's good to be in a little bit of everything. Like VIPS is e-commerce, UPH is health, and Car Lots is the retail and car industry. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with the friends so they can receive the insight as well. And this is not financial advice. This is just me enlightening every single investor and viewer on the stocks I'm watching, the ones I've watched, and why I'm watching them, and why I'm adding money to them, and why I like them. Do your due diligence, do your research, and thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.